Alright guys, this week's video is a little bit different. It's about my first bus that I had, which looking back on it, I didn't realize it was 14 years ago that I had my first bus, which really was probably my worst bus. I can explain that towards the end, but I had it just didn't have much horsepower, and come to find out, the place I bought it was like well, kind of a place where juvenile kids would go for Bible things and things of that nature, whatever. And come to find out, they had dumped a ton of gravel in the fuel tank, and it took me almost a year to figure that out. And I had to flush the whole thing out. Then it ran fine, but I could never figure that out. I even took it into a place, and they ended up putting a new fuel injection pump in, which run me $800, which was a waste of money. It didn't need to be done. But you know, they didn't have any idea either. But I took this bus all over, and you know, I certainly got my money back out of it. And I had probably a ton of fun in that bus. I mean, I had a blast with that bus, even though what little problems I had with it or whatever. But it was just crazy that I had 14 years ago. I was putting stuff up on, and this is going to be just pictures because I didn't even have a video camera at that time. That's all I had was my my nice Nikon full frame D300, and it wouldn't shoot video; it only shoot still photos. So that's how I kind of started, and I wasn't doing anything with. I didn't even know I could monetize it at that time with YouTube. So anyway, I'm going to show you that. I think you'll get a little kick out of it. Starting to feel better and better, of course, all the time. And I got my new hat ready for next year's fishing experience and my next year's trip back down to Florida for fishing and exploring. I picked it up the other day at the store just because of the fact I wanted to give me a little incentive for because I really don't care for being up here at in this time in the winter, and that it's just to me a waste. But I got to make money, and that's where that's at. That's why I'm here. Yeah. Anyway, the bus is coming along good. The next video we'll put up some more stuff. We do think we're gonna get the wood stove here this coming week and get that in. We have a little dusting of snow outside. It's pretty chilly, but yeah, you know. Somebody gave me a new TV, and I'll show you that, which is really, I was going to buy one, but it's a 32-inch, so it's a really nice, it's smart TV. Somebody had come by and offered that to me, and I'm like, oh, that's great, thank you. I'll give this TV back to my dad. But anyway, I hope you enjoy the video, and we'll follow up at the end with a little bit of information or whatever. And again, always thanks for subscribing. Thanks for watching the videos and stuff like that. Thanks for that support. And the ones that know who you are, the dedicated people that watch this, you guys are like family to me. I mean, you really are. I don't think you really understand that there's a lot of you guys that I could reach out to, and you're just like family. I mean, you watch out for me, and it's amazing. I can't thank you guys enough. That's probably what YouTube has been the greatest tool that I've ever found, is I've really met some wonderful people through the YouTube and through people that watch my stuff. So all right, let's get on with this video, guys.
So in 2012, it was time for another adventure. I was working in Grand Rapids. I was hauling U.S. mail with a semi-tractor trailer back and forth to Detroit, putting some money away to get ready to do another travel. And the idea was, let's find a school bus and let's fix it up and travel around the country for a couple of years with that as a converted RV. So that is exactly what I did. So the first step was, let's try and find a school bus. So what I did is I traveled around to the local areas, to the churches, and put my name in if they were looking to sell a school bus. And I called a couple of other places, and I looked a little around. Craigslist was not a huge option at the time. I guess I didn't even really think about it. But finally I got a call from a church that was looking to get rid of a school bus. I went over and looked into it, checked it out, took it for a ride. Believe it or not, I got it for $1,200. They wanted, I think, 16, and I got it for $1,200 cash. So here is the bus, and here is the story of putting that together. So we started to unbolt the seats that were in the bus and get the floor all tore up, get it ready for a subfloor. There's the seats kind of stacked on one side and one on the other side. And my dog Bentley was helping out, more or less just playing in the snow. So we got the seats on one side done, started working on the seats on the other side. And they're all stacked out back. Some guy came and got them, used them for scrap, which was nice. And somebody left me a mask at the bus, so I threw it on and threw my shirt on. Anyway, we started framing the subfloor and put up a wainscot up to the windows, all tongue and groove pine. Built the closets over the wheel wells, and this would be eventually would be the sink. And got that framed in, and there it is, a little more in the complete stage. So I put a kind of a bench back here that you could sit and work on stuff with the computer. There's the bed frame and stuff, and this is out the back, the door out the back. There's the exit door. And we stained everything all the way down the walls and started putting trim in. And my dad wired everything. We put in about 7 or 8 plugs. And there's another picture of the future sink. And there's the sink all in. The sink was up. Most of this stuff was all reclaimed wood and reclaimed stuff, so it was very, very cheap. There's my dog Bentley hanging out after we're just about complete. I laid a hardwood floor in. I did some tile, and I put in a wood stove. There's the hardwood, and I put a 4-burner stove that I picked up actually for $75, which was nice. And I rigged it up so I could lay my hammock in here and take a nap or whatever. It was kind of nice for travelers. I put a wood stove in, which was really nice. The fire was awesome. It worked great on cool nights or whatever. Worked out really well. I put a flat screen TV in the back and some blinds and stuff. There's a table to sit at, and that was about it. And then we'll move on to the next part. And it was winter time. I had the fire going, or it came into the winter time, and I got ready to take off about December before Christmas and headed south. So I went down to Florida and was bumming around, and the bus was always changing. Tons and tons of people were always coming up to the bus. I was getting all kinds of pictures. I was picking up, the Hooter girls. They wanted a couple pictures on the bus, and they checked it out. So we got some pictures with them, and just all kinds of attention. A lot of people, these ended up renting the bus for the day and hanging out on it. These girls rode on the bus for a little while and whatnot. So it was just a lot of attention. But I had to find ways to make money. So this was a postcard I made. And then I painted this, or had this thing painted here where people could get their pictures in front of the bus, and I would do a postcard. So I started selling postcards and letting people take pictures with the board and everything, and that was kind of financing the trip. And then it slowly developed into more and more paintings. I just kept painting and painting and painting and just throwing stuff on there, trying to decorate it up as goofy as I could. We put a deck on it because people wanted to, be able to sit up on top and stuff. And myself, I was able to throw a tent up there and let people camp up there for a few dollars. That worked out pretty well, and it was just trying to finance everything I could. And newspapers are doing articles on it. I got to be in a couple of parades and stuff, and we were just trying to generate money and heading to California was the plan. So after Florida, we worked our way over towards Michigan. We picked up this hitchhiker, and he gave us a few bucks and of course some other stuff, but and we met a lot of people on the road working our way back and back up to Michigan, and then I headed out to California, and we went to Albuquerque and went to the Balloon Festival. And this was a course of 2 years, and there's lots of videos. This is Pikes Peak in Colorado Springs. We hung out and stuff there, and this was traveling across through the desert. I think this was northern Arizona, somewhere in that area. And then we went down into, I hit Route 66 as much as I could, and stopped and seen some concerts. I've seen a couple of different ones. And then we made it out to California, and we sold the bus. I had these kids and stuff that came up to me, and they just kept driving me nuts wanting to buy the bus. So after a 2-year stint, and I wished I would have kept the bus. That's why I'm going to look into doing another one, because I had so much fun. But I sold the bus in California. I made about $5,000. So I bought a trailer, and I bought a little truck, and I built this tiny house out west, and that's how I came back, was in this tiny house that I had built. And then I lived in this tiny house for about 2 years. But hey, that's a whole nother story, and I'm glad you guys enjoyed the little slideshow of the school bus and how I did that. And I'm going to document the next one that I'm doing now, that I'll go pick up hopefully the end of the month here, and put that together and start another project on the school bus, and then add in there hopefully a small sailboat, and we'll have kind of the best of two worlds. So thanks for watching. Please subscribe, share it, and leave your comments if you enjoyed it or if you didn't enjoy it. And you guys have a great time, a great day, and I hope it inspires you guys to do a project yourself. Peace out, guys. Peace out.